Hello everyone and welcome to the final event of GoGodotJam. Here we are. We've been through a month of events of a nice jam where we had a lot of awesome submissions that we tried to play all of them. And thankfully for ACB Games and Jay the Kobold, we actually played them and they were awesome. And right now, what we will do in this stream, we will announce the winners, of course, and after this, I'll also unlock the itch.io rankings. Though I want to mention that the rankings that we made are partner ones, so we took into account the votes from each, but we also put our own feedback into it, and you'll see the final results. These are the results that will be displayed on GoGodotJam.com webpage. And also we'll deliver the prizes, not deliver the prizes, first we will assign the prizes to the winners. By the way, if you don't know, the prizes are courses from GD Quest and Canopy Games. We're gonna randomize them and we're gonna select the winners who gets what. And also we'll check a little about the poll that I've been asking you to fill if you want GoGodotJam 2. And we'll start with that because there are some nice points that I want to highlight. And of course, it's good for you to know them as well. By the way, if you haven't filled it yet, it's on our main website. So yeah, it's a Google form. You can go and fill it right now. Okay, so that's it. Let's get started. So, yeah. So it seems that according to the poll, by the way, the poll, I think that we have over 100 people that submitted their own input, their own feedback. So I really thank you for taking your time, almost 150 people. So I really thank you for taking your time and submitting your feedback because this will help us to make, if we get GoGodotJam to make it even better. Okay, so with that said, 94.4% liked the jams format. I mean, with the events and the interviews and the stuff that was going around. Almost 70%, or for funny people here, 69% of people responding watched some streams. Some watched all of them, some watched a few. It's good. 97.2% want GoGodotJam 2. And with this said, most likely, I mean 99%, we will have GoGodotJam 2. So if you were interested in that, stay tuned for more. Right now, it's just we're just wrapping up the first version, but the second one will come probably once or twice per year. So you don't have to worry about that. One of the main issues that people had in this jam was the fact that there was no central point of communication trust. I mean, we did have the web page, we had the itch.io page and the Twitter account, but it would have been better if we had also a Discord server just for the jam. And I will think of ways how we can do that. And also, yeah, because otherwise it might confuse the partners because they want people on their own servers. But yeah, I'll think about how we can fix that to have that centralized. Okay, so that's it for the poll. Let's get into the games because this is what you have been waiting for. So how is this gonna go? I'm gonna show you the list, which is hidden. I'm gonna tell you exactly how we are gonna unveil each of the ranks from 10th to 1st, of course. And yeah, what are we waiting for? Let's get started already. So this is the main page. So here we have two categories, 2D and 3D, because this is where the prizes go. And by the way, on our website, on GoGodotJam.com, in the ranking sections, you'll find the 2D and the 3D cups, which are awesome. Thank you, BitBrain, for the 2D ones. The 3D ones I made. Okay, so I'm gonna start unveiling from the lowest, so from the 10th position. From yeah, actually, I'm gonna ask the chat with what do you want me to start with 2D and 3D, and then we'll go one from 2D, one from 3D, or the other way around, depending on what you picked. So please tell me with which category should I start first. By the way, I cannot see your chat if you're typing anything. 2D, okay. So we do have, yeah, we have 4 answers for 2D. The same person. Okay. Yeah, of course it's going to be one each. Okay, let's start with 2D. So the 10th position, by the way, these are not one-to-one with each our rankings because we put our own input into this. So yeah, it seems that the majority voted for 2D. So with that said, let's get started. So the 10th position, it's Hairy Situation for 2D. So congratulations, Hairy Situation. We got it. And I want to actually show the games. So Hairy Situation is this one. It seems that it was voted by a lot of people and has a lot of comments. So if you haven't checked it, you should, because it's a nice game. Oh my God, there are a lot of comments. There are not so many last time I checked. So yeah, that's quite cool. Okay, so we have Hairy Situations. Let's move on to the 3D category. Here we have Tower Attack. So congratulations to Tower Attack. I think it's an awesome game. It's a 3D game, so we do have, it was a problem finding 3D games in this jam because mostly were 2D, but luckily we did find, and Tower Attack was one of them. So congratulations, Tower Attack. Okay, moving on to the 9th position 2D, because I said we're gonna go. So it's Growing. Growing, congratulations. I'm gonna search for it. Growing. Yeah, I think the graphics of this is really solid. I mean, they put a lot of effort into this. It's a cool game, so you should definitely check it out. Congratulations again to Growing for taking the 9th place in the GoGodotJam official rankings. Okay, for 3D, we have Biggest Chunker. Yeah, this one is a funny one. So yeah, it's Biggest Chunker. It's a fun game, I would say. Yeah, you should definitely check this one as well. Really cool idea. Okay, now let's move on to... Yeah, unfortunately, Biggest Chunker doesn't have any screenshots, so it just has this picture. I can actually like play the game, try to play the game maybe, though I don't want to play the games right now because I want to go over the prizes, because this is the prizes, the rankings, because this is what you are interested in. But yeah, this is Biggest Chunker. Okay, the 8th place now. Mushroom at my backyard is poisonous. Congratulations, Mushroom at my backyard is poisonous. It's a solid game. I liked the hammer mechanics of this one. You should definitely check this out. It's great. And it's also very cute. It has cats. Congratulations. The 8th place for 3D goes to Legend of the Evil Trees. Of the Evil Tree. Oh, my bad. It's of the Evil Tree. So, congratulations to the Legend of the Evil Tree. These are some screenshots. By the way, if you're interested, I want to provide the game page so you can see it. Congratulations. I'm going to fix the error here. I wrote this manually, so there might be some mistakes, which I'm going to fix. The 7th place for 2D goes to Tallboy. Felipe, I think this game is yours. Congratulations. Tallboy. Yeah, it's a solid game. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It's really fun. It has like this tutorial in the start of the game where you actually do stuff and you see how it goes directly. It's really solid game. So congratulations. I think this one is Felipe's game. Yeah, it is Felipe's game. So congratulations, Felipe. Nice for you to stream as well. So Felipe has a Twitch account. He streamed a lot for the game jam. So I thank you for that. Okay, moving next. The 7th place for 3D goes to Odoto. Yeah. Odoto. This one, if you try to play this one in the browser, you'll notice it looks really weird. It looks trippy, as people said. It's actually you have to play it. You have to download it and play it. Though Jade tried to play it as well in the browser because it felt like could have been a nice design decision. Though it's clearly from GLS3 that doesn't properly work in Chrome browser. So if you try this in browser, this is not how the game looks. It's trippy. But it's not the intended look, so make sure you download Odoto and try it. So congratulations once again, Odoto, for getting the 7th position for the 3D category. Now let's go to the 6th position. Slittersworth. This is an awesome game. In its core concept is just a snake, but its soundtrack is amazing. And they have made 2 songs, I think, and also a lot of voiceovers, and it's really cool for that. And you should definitely check it out, especially for the soundtrack. So please play it with your headphones on. Yeah. Moving on. So congratulations against Sir Slittersworth. And now moving on to the 6th position for 3D, where we have The Kingdom. By the way, if you are, congratulations, The Kingdom. And by the way, if you are curious what makes a game 2D and 3D, if it uses the 3D renderer and it has 3D objects, so in this case it's a 3D ball. So of course this game is labeled as 3D. In some cases that line might be blurry, but usually it's not. So we kind of could properly know which one was 2D and 3D. So yeah, really awesome. Congratulations to The Kingdom for getting the 6th rank in the 3D category. Now let's move over to the 5th one. So the 5th one is Friend Request. And this one is a super nice game because it just has 1 control. So if you want to play the game with only 1 key, then this is the game for you. It's a solid game. I think it's really fun. It has some stuff from the old days, I would say. Like, for example, it starts with the modem sound from like the 90s. If you are not familiar with that, it's really cool. Okay. Congratulations, Friend Request, for getting the 6th place for 2D. Now for 3D, Gonzai. This one is a relaxing one. And you basically have to trim your bonsai tree, or bonsai. And yeah, it's more a relaxing experience than a game, I'd say. But it's really solid and it got a lot of ratings. Cool. So congratulations, Gonsai. Now let's go to the 4th place for 2D. And here we have Hungry Boxes. So yeah, Hungry Boxes is a super interesting puzzler, I would say, and it has a lot of awesome comments as well. People seem to enjoy it really much. And oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, I thought they got an update. By the way, if you're curious, the updates, you could update your game after the voting period ended. So if you did update your game, it should be no problem in the final ratings. Okay, now let's move on to the 3D side because we do have some things going on. So the beautiful village in the cliffs. Congratulations, the beautiful village in the cliffs, for getting the 5th the fourth position, my bad, the fourth position in the 3D category. So this game is really cool. It's a 3D game where, as Jade pointed out, I think, the main resource is not actual resources that you have here, but more of the space. That was the primary problem. So you have to take into account the space that you occupy with your village. Quite solid game. Now it's time for the top 3, because these are the games that are gonna get prizes. So stick with me, because this is where it gets interesting. Okay, so for the third position, which is gold, silver, bronze. So for bronze cup, for 2D, we have oh, I wanted to move fast. I failed. Sorry about that. Okay, sapling. So we have sapling, the ranked the third position. So congratulations to sapling. This is a really cool game. Oh, I wanted to show you the pictures, and also they have a small video. It's a really solid game, and they put a lot of effort into making it. It's really nice. So if you haven't played sapling, but I think you might have, because by checking how many people commented, it seems like a lot of you already played it. So congratulations to sapling. Now let's move on to the bronze cup for the 3D category. Spring and fall. Spring and fall. This is a really nice, interesting game. And actually, I noticed this game, even though before it was submitted, because the developers, I think they posted regularly on Twitter. And I noticed that, yeah, it looks kind of fresh, it looks interesting, and it turns out that you voted for it, and we, of course, we also took into account your votes when making this final rankings, partner rankings. So yeah, a lot of comments as well. Solid game, good job sapling, good job spring and fall, and also sapling for obtaining the third position for 2D and for 3D. But yeah, you should definitely check it out. Okay, so now for the second place for 2D, we have Grow Your Way Out. Actually, there's one of I personally, I haven't ranked all of them, but I ranked this one. It's a super solid game. You should definitely check it out. It has a quite interesting mechanic. Though, I mean, just by looking how many people worked on it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a game by 5 people. So of course, the quality is better, and the gameplay is nice, and the graphics are nice. Of course, it's made by 5 people that probably have also experience. So yeah, also a lot of comments saying that this game is cool. But yeah, don't forget, if you compare your game with this one, do know that this game was made by 5 people. So congratulations, Grow Your Way Out. Now let's go for the second position for 3D. And here we have Jensen's Temptation. And this one is a funny one, I would say. It's a game where you actually have to push this big boy to 4 people. Yeah. I don't. Maybe I counted wrong. But yeah, Jensen's Temptation, quite a really fun experience. I laughed watching other people playing this, especially ACB, but also Jade. It's really solid. By the way, hi Forcifer. Yeah, so you should definitely check this out, because it's a fun game, fun experience. No, it's in our rankings, no, but in the each rankings it is. So the people's voted for this one. But let's get going to the first place for the 2D and 3D category. And please let me know which one should I unveil first. Should I go for 2D or should I go for 3D? Which one do you want to see first? Please let me know in the comments section which one. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check. Okay, so 2D. We have one person saying 2D. Any other votes? If not, I'll just go with 2D. Okay. 2D. So 2D. Yeah, let's go with 2D because a lot of people suggest 2D. So the first game that got the 2D Gold Cup is Carnalita, of course. You already knew it. I saw some people in the comment section already saying this, but yeah, it's Carnalita. It's really well done. It's really well polished and solid experience. It's amazing. So congratulations, Carnalita. If you haven't played this one, you should definitely play it. I think, as Jade said, this game could have easily be a full release. I mean, if they just pushed a couple of more levels, packed it up, put it on Steam, final release. Yeah, so cool game. Congratulations. I don't know. It says like made by one person. If one person made this in this short amount of time, congratulations. Really cool game. Okay, and now for the first position for 3D, the Gold Cup. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? The last one. It's Megatos. And someone in comments wrote Megatos as the first one in the 3D category. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm people here that are a little disappointed that they didn't make it. Congratulations to everyone that participated. Most importantly is to participate in the game jam, to get to know a lot of people, get to experience this cool community that we made around this game jam, and to try to get better. Remember that some games here were made by a lot of people. They might be much more experienced than you. So of course, if you put all of them together, they might get more ratings than your game. Some tips that I've noticed that might help you in the next adventure, because we will do have a GoGodotJam too, are the following, I would say. First, make sure that your game works for all the platforms, and what you can do. Damias McDonald, I will unveil the public's ratings of the games, and also for the other types of ratings for our ratings. Jade and also ACB rated the games live, so you can go check their streams, and they also provide feedback for every single game. By the way, there is an Excel sheet that has all the links in which stream exactly it's your game, so you can go check it out. By the way, I can show you quickly. So if you go to GoGodotJam.com, you can see here the actually it's in the program section, and in here searching for specific games. So if you click this one, if you click this link, then you get to this Excel sheet, to this Google sheet. The public ratings are not open yet. After this stream, I'll open them. So in here, you can check every single game, and you can see in which category it was streamed, in which stream it was there. And of course, you'll get feedback for your game. You'll see how people rated the game. And actually, I've heard stories that ACB rated without mercy in some cases, which, I mean, if you would be... people try to be as objective as possible. So yeah, go check this one and make sure that you see the feedback for your game. But yeah, my tips for the next game jam to ensure that your success is higher would be: make sure that your game works on a lot of platforms, make sure that you have nice pictures that can visualize. For example, if you look at Megatheos, if you look at these pictures, they entice you to play the game. So yeah, that's make sure to have people click first on your game and then try to convince them to play it, and then after delivering the nice game. So that's really something that you should be aware of. And one aspect that I saw people, the thumbnail picture. So if you look here, it needs to look good. I mean, for example, stack and escape is just the text, and yeah, it has some things and it looks kind of interesting, but if this doesn't entice me enough to click on it or to hover it, I'll just go past it. So make sure you have nice pictures and show the gameplay that you worked for, so that people can rate and also enjoy your games. And now it's you can, yeah, as someone said, there'll be updates for their games. So make sure to update your game if you want to. Everything is open now. But now for us, what we're going to do is go to random.org and deliver the prizes. So the prizes are as following: GD Quest offered 3 courses, and Canopy Games another 3. So Ultimate Course Bundle, Secrets Bundle, and Godot 2 Secrets. For Canopy Games, Discovering Godot, Canopy Cars, and Zoo Blocks. Of course, you'll get the key. If you don't want to use it, then send it to someone else that wants to use it. It would be good to that someone that needs to learn more about a specific thing. So you can give it away. It's your decision. These courses have different values, but I would not give them in the order of their value, but just put a random to it. So I'm gonna rank them from 1 to 5, and then we're gonna do a random.org and see who gets what, basically. And I want to ask you, who do you want me to start with, like 2D or 3D? Because we'll go like this: first in 2D or 3D, then the first in the other category, and then move like that, like how we unveiled the winners. So with that said, who do you want me to start with the prizes, 2D or 3D? Do you want me to start with giving prizes to 2D or 3D? Please let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, it's a kind of... Yeah, Canopy games are amazing because I made them. Nice one. Nice one, yeah. Yeah, cool. I think all of the courses are nice. But who do you want me to start? If not, I'll just say 2D is 1. Okay, so we have one for 3D. So we have that. Okay, cool. So let's start with 3D. Oh. Yeah, I'll just random it out because why not? So 2D is 1 and 3D is 2. So let's see what the internet gods will choose today. 1, okay, it's 2D in this case. Now we have 2D. So let's see the course. So from 1 to 6. And now let's see what Carnalita team gets. By the way, I think you have the email in the submission, so I'm gonna try to email through that email the prize. So that's how the prizes are gonna be delivered. So let's see what Carnalita developers won. 1. I think maybe it's a random thingy, putting it 1 and getting 1 back. Let's try again, because it might be something fishy about this. Okay, 3. That sounds more reasonable. Sounds more random in this way. Okay, so GD Quest, Godot 2D Secrets. I think 2D Secrets for a 2D game should work best. So I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna change the order a little to make it more interesting. So now we have 5. Okay, let's see what the Megatos team gets. By the way, Damias McDonald, please tell me what is the critique. Oh, yeah. Actually, Jade pointed out something interesting. So regarding, yeah, that's the problem, Damias. So Jade especially put a lot of tried to highlight this because the game should tell you how to play itself. You should be able to understand how the game is played within the game. It should not be an external, this and that. And there were even specifically, you should check the description, or you should. And Jade especially tried to omit that because the game, I mean, just imagine you buying a game, buying a PC game or a console game, and you read the manual. Who reads the manual? No one reads the manual. So, I mean, you might go into the control section in game, but for most people, they just click play and play the game. So make sure that your game is understandable when the player hits play, not in the description. That's my suggestion, and this is how they ranked. By the way, everyone ranked as they seem fit. I didn't have any involvement into this, and I wanted to be everyone for themselves in this because I wanted good opinions and not to manipulate anyone's opinion. Okay, so let's see what Megatos got. So 3. I think it's if it's the same result, I'll just randomize it again because might be something fishy. Okay, 1. So now 1 is Ultimate Course Bundle. So congratulations, Megatos, you got the JD Quest Ultimate Course Bundle. Yeah, Felipe, and this is and your Essex Gen, your ratings you'll see very shortly after I wrap up the stream. Yeah, so don't worry about. Yeah, let's see. Grow your way out what it got. So moving forward, 2. They got GD Quest Secrets Bundle. You see what's interesting? Somehow the random internet gods chose only GD Quest stuff, even though I inputted. I hope I inputted correctly the numbers, but yeah, this is how it is. So we have three prizes to share. So now 1, it was 2, I think, so it's okay. It's different. Canopy Cars. So Johnson's Temptation gets Canopy Cars. And now let's move to 2. I'm gonna put it like this. And if it's the same number, if it's 1, I'll just run. Oh, actually, yeah, it's kind of. I'll click 5 times, and then the 6th time it will be the winner because it's 1 or 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one, it's 1. So in this case, it's Zoo Blocks, Match 3 in Godot. So Sapling gets the Zoo Blocks, and of course, Spring and Fall gets the last one, which is Discovering Godot. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, people seem to be really interested in the public ratings. So I'll just quickly hop on to the Game Jam and enable that for you, so you can check them yourself. Okay, so it's done. If you go and check the page, you should see the results now. Mostly they're very similar to what the partners have opted for. quite some differences in case of 3D games, but this is how we rate it, so you can check the videos as well, the streams, their live streams with the results, and you can check the proper yeah, I don't know if it's a bad randomizer or not, but yeah, that's how it is. Okay. Yeah, actually, what game did you make, Dames, and you felt like it was not properly judged? Because I mean, you the thing here is not that, I mean, think about all the games did not get only one vote, right? So most of our reviews were only one vote, but your game got more than 10 votes because most games got more than 10 votes in the end. So the other 9 people that voted for your game and did not go into the rankings higher probably struggled with the same things that Jade pointed out. So yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, you taught people to read the description, but most people don't read the description. And Jade purposefully didn't read the description because this is how the usual people's behavior is. And if your game cannot be played by the usual people, then of course you'll have a problem in ratings, and you'll see that your game didn't get the good ratings. Yeah, so says, yeah, probably I should make the randomizer in Godot next time. I don't know. No, they read the descriptions after they play the game. Some. So that's not the case. Your game should be played, should be able to be played without reading any description. So if you don't like this opinion, then try making a game and trying to sell it with telling people to read the manual and see how many people read the manual. I mean, people take medication without reading the manual, and yeah, that's yeah. So okay, but I'm really curious to see your game, Damias. I'm really curious to see. Now, so in the next game jam, please make sure that you have tutorialization in the game. This is how the game should be. So this people try to give you constructive feedback. If you want to succeed as a game developer, take this feedback into consideration and make yourself better using it. And try to come to the next game jam, be it GoGodotJam next week or GoGodotJam, which should be in half a year or more, and show us what you can do. Show us that you can make a game that entices people to click on that thumbnail and play the game without reading the description. Yeah, one other problem. Jake Trower, the ratings are released, so you can check the itch.io page. One other problem that Jade faced in all of these streams were the use of fonts. Yeah, so try to make sure that your font is readable from a decent distance. He always pointed out, use Helvetica rounded. So yeah, try to make sure that the font is visible. There's one game, I don't remember exactly, Jade, if you can tell me, there's this one game that was like a labyrinth with yellow rooms, I think. Yeah, thank you, James. It was a really it was an honor for me to host this event together with the partners, for you to have a nice community, that we come together and make these awesome games. So everyone is a winner, especially Godot is a winner because we showed the world that it can do 3D, it can do cool 2D games, and much more. So yeah, I'm really curious about that game that Jade played. I don't remember. Jade, if you are here, please tell me the game with the yellow rooms that had a really bad font to read. I don't remember. It was like a tree, like a big tree in the picture. Let me see if I can find it because I want to point out what not to do, like use that kind of font. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Everyone is a winner here. These are just some prizes. If we make GoGodotJam 2, we'll make sure to contact more partners and hopefully get more prizes in. And yeah, but yeah, please let me know the game, Jade. No, it's not an ant alone. Oh, this one. Yeah, no, this one is by Damius. Damius. Yeah, no, but I was looking for the tree. I was looking for the tree game. But yeah, this game, yeah, got good ratings. But there's a one with the tree. I want to point out, you should definitely check it out. But make sure that your text is visible. And yeah, the tree. Okay, the tree. Yeah, this one. So this one looks like a tree, but it's actually, you go into a maze with yellow walls, and the font is really hard. I mean, even if you get close, yeah, Jade made the joke, like trying to read what it can be in those words. Yeah, so Felipe, it's more to create suspense. If I'm just gonna say we're gonna do it, then what suspense is there left, right? So yeah, yeah, it's good, like subliminal Stanley Parable vibes, but the font is poor choice. I'd say it's a poor choice. So make sure that your game stands out when someone goes to the submission pages, yeah, and checks like your game. Your game should look really interesting for them to click on it and play. Yeah, and of course I haven't got the time to play all of them because I had a lot of other stuff to do. But the games that really took, I was also in the streams for Jade mostly, so I got to know all the games, but I didn't have time to rate them. And the ones that I did were some games that actually enticed me in a way or another to click them. For example, my story with Sir Slitherslot, I was having Jade's stream in the background, and at some point I hear a really interesting song. And I said, okay, so I have to check this one. So, for example, this game actually made me play it by hearing its song. Other games, for example, Summer Islands, I saw Twitter posts and I really thought the gameplay was nice. So that's how you make people play your games. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Jade, we should do a meme about about the fonts, but I think you should check Jade's streams, especially for your games, but not for your games only, because the feedback there and also feedback from ACB is a solid feedback. And when you create a game, regardless if it's for a game jam or if it's for selling it on Steam or mobile phone, you need as much feedback as possible because you work on it for a long period of time and you think that the game is easy to understand, is fun to play, it looks good, but you'll be surprised to know that the majority of other people don't have the same opinion as you do. For this, if you make a game, make sure you get as much feedback as possible, and if you get feedback from people that do play a lot of games and understand how a game should work and how a game should be played, it's even more valuable than random people. But in the end, every feedback is a good feedback. So yeah. Thank you, Ismir, for the prizes, and thank you for being a partner in the jam. It was a really nice pleasure to work with you. Okay, yeah. So don't worry if you didn't got into the rankings. The rankings are mostly out there to have a small competition, because it's nice to have competition, but in the end you should compete with yourself to try to make yourself better. And in these game jams, as people pointed out in other game jams, some people come for their first game, and if it's your first game, the chances to get into the first 10 is slim. I mean, there might be some chance if you're a prodigy, but most people see that their game didn't get good ratings, and it's a failure. But it's not a failure. You learned. You had a proper learning experience out of that. And in this game jam, we tried to rate as many games as possible, and we covered them all. So that's something nice. I mean, every single game got played at least once by the partners. There might be played by other people, but on live, it got played by all of us. There are other streams as well, like Felipe posted, though it's kind of sad because he posted on Twitch and probably by now they are gone because Twitch removes streams. But would have been nice to put them on YouTube or an archive on YouTube so people can check other people's opinion about their game. Yeah, so some games here, and actually a lot of games here, have a really big potential to be strong games. So the idea here is that you can expand this, and not only Carnalita or Grow Your Way Out or Megatos have strong gameplay that can be expanded into a full game. For example, Mushies is a game that has a really interesting mechanic for a puzzler that can be expanded in a full game. So you can expand this into a full game, and remember, how is it called? Super Hot was made in a game jam, and it was a huge success. And yeah, so Jade is saying that they're going to discuss about some game design, and also Jade has been hosting some nice game developers, the creator for Hive Time, and they talk game dev there as well as games. And in the usual streams, they also have discussions about how the game systems work and how the game's design and story and everything that creates the whole experience for the player. Yeah. Okay. Let's see some other games that all of them have potential, but in my opinion have potential because I've interacted with them more. I would say, for example, Odoto is really interesting. It has a nice mechanic of growing and shortening. Also, Tallboy is also interesting and can be made in a full game. Let's see what else. For example, one game that I didn't really, I mean, for myself, for my personal preference, it was not something I would pay. I think it's called Micro. Oh, not here. I wrote in the Micro Civ. There was one. I don't remember exactly, but it was a turn-based strategy, Miniciv maybe. Let's see. I cannot find it, but yeah. So some games do have potential to be made full. Of course, if they're just more like a demo, then it's much more harder to get a proper experience what it can become in game. By the way, this game growth was super funny in a way that it doesn't allow you to make all the stuff because you get randomly rotated. So it's kind of funny. You should definitely check this one as well. Let's see what else I found interesting. There are some longer games, some shorter games. So oh, I think there was one. The Lion Eats. Though this one is just a jam experience. The Lion Eats. But the developer here made an interesting decision. So basically, the gameplay in a nutshell is that you are a lion and you eat and then you grow and you start eating something bigger and then something bigger and so on and so forth. But the thing is, you are curious to see what you eat next. So the game makes you feel, okay, so what's next? What's next? And what's next now? So yeah, that's kind of interesting mechanic because it always keeps you with the next question. But after you finish it, after you know what's next of everything and you finish the game, that's about the whole experience. But it's an interesting way of making people stay in their game. Oh, yeah, a lot of games are made actually from game jams. So don't take this lightly. It's an experience, and you can get a lot of stuff out of it. Cool. Okay, so I think we mostly wrapped up this. We did the poll. So the poll questions, of course, not all the answers, but I'm gonna go through all of them, and I'm gonna make sure that the next game jam, of course, we will have a GoGodotJam too. It's not if, is we will have. So that's kind of settled. To make sure that the next experience is even more fun for you and it's more nice and gets the community bigger. And oh, I'm glad the Tom Green archive. Yeah, nice game. And Havana 24, I think you made Carnalita. I think that the game was the best they joined. Um, yeah, of course, going to the first place. Yeah. Congratulations to everyone that participated. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. So make sure you go to the webpage, so gogodojam.com. If you haven't already, fill the form. You click on this, you fill this up. Make sure you tell us what you liked about the jam, what you didn't like, what can you do better. And in the next version, we will try to make sure that your feedback is answered and make it the best game jam ever, or at least the best game jam for the community that you created here in this chat, and also all the participants and all the people that stood close to the jam, did not participate, but watched the streams, enjoyed the content that we provided for everyone, because it was a lot of work from a lot of creators. But in the end, that content remains for all of us. And by the way, we will keep it up on the website. So gogodotjam.com program. You can check every stream here and every video that was released for the jam. It's a comprehensive list. It contains a lot of stuff. It has interviews. I tried to reach out and interview a lot of cool people, so check all of those out. And we will make it even bigger, I hope. That's my plan. That's what I want to achieve. Make it even nicer than it is. Yeah. So making a 3D game does reduce a lot of competition, but we want to push people to make 3D games for Godot, because the other people that are on Reddit, on Facebook, and other places think that Godot can't do 3D, and we want to prove them wrong. We want to prove them it can do 3D and it can do cool 3D. And with Godot 4, it can do a lot. So yeah. Okay. Okay. make my screen bigger again so that you can see me. But we are on the ending part of the stream because we mostly covered everything that I wanted for this stream. No, Jade, it cannot do 3D. It cannot do 3D. I'm just joking. I was the thing is not to predict which computer should one use. The thing is to make your game available to as many people as possible. And the availability is not only in the terms of making it available as a platform. I think GoGodotJam does have availability category, accessibility, to make it for example, for visually impaired people or people that cannot distinguish colors. There was one game, for example, that it was really hard to distinguish the colors of it. And for people that cannot distinguish colors properly, it would have been a pain to play that game. So yeah, making your game accessible and available, it's really important, and it just enables you to expand the range of people that play your game. So it's not a small thing, it's a big thing. Yeah, I wouldn't say making a 3D game is unnecessarily difficult. For example, I like making 3D models more than making pixel art because I don't know how to make pixel art. And I think, yeah, if you rotate stuff and you have to recreate it again, but with 3D models, you can just rotate them and it just works. Yeah, I hope that they're gonna fix some problems in 3D with God of War. Yeah, and Felipe, yeah, you might be right with the color blindness filter. I think the problem here is that people don't know exactly what's in the asset lib. Not a lot of people do go in there and search for stuff. So they need to recreate it or make it that it features some plugins and some assets there, but they are working on it. So I hope they get it better because there are some great assets in there. Yeah, no, usually exporting to HTML5 works, but make sure that your game is with GLS2, not 3, because GLS3 has problems on some browsers. Okay, that's nice to hear. So yeah, so make sure your game works for that. Of course, a game jam is a limited time, and you have to do what you can. By the way, one question: did you like the time span of the actual jam? Because I'm thinking for the next one to make sure that it covers 2 full weekends for people that are working and want more time. To start on Friday, then have 1 weekend, then a week, and then the next weekend, then to end on Monday, for example. Would that work for you? So what do you think about the time of the game jam, or of the actual jam? Should it have 2 weekends so that people that work have time to put in it? Because I don't want it to be stressful, like, oh, you have 3 days and you kill yourself. No, 1 month, no. It's too much. No, I'm thinking 10 days, Friday, and then not next Monday, but the second Monday after. No, it's still 1 week, kind of. It's 1 week because it's from Friday to Friday to the next Friday, so that's 1 week, and then you get 3 days more, so it's 10 days, not 14 days. Yeah, the whole event, the whole jam was 1 month. The actual jam where you did the games, it was 10 days. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be in the next one. By the way, yeah, please do tell this and also the poll so we can know. Uh, yeah, exactly. It's 1 week with 2 weekends, so that should be ideal time for you to work on a game. And yeah, cool, cool. I think yeah, that's mostly it. And we also will do some cool stuff along the way. I have some really interesting ideas for. No, Felipe, I'm thinking 2 times per year, and the next one might be in December if everything goes as planned. So yeah, I'm having some ideas of how can we make this even bigger. Um, so we're going to have a really awesome time in the next one. I hope 10x from what we had in this one. So yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah. It might be okay. Might be okay like this to have include both time zones because there was a problem with time zones. So in the next iteration, I'll try to put all the times in UTC 0, and when people see them, to see them converted into their own time zone format. If it's summertime, if it's winter time, it doesn't matter. It should be converted because that was one problem that we had. And yeah, I kind of know it was especially for the dates because we used the Central European summertime, and it was kind of messed up for people living in 8 hour plus or minus time zones. It was kind of a pain because for some ended up earlier or for some later. So for those earlier, yeah, it was a problem because they could not submit the game in the end. So yeah, we'll make sure to make it clear as possible, but of course you have to be aware of the time zone differences, but we'll try to make sure that everything is in place to make it easy for you to do that. Yeah, I'm super hopeful for the next jam to be to use God of War. That would be extremely amazing, and I think it should just be mind blown. I think yeah, we definitely need to have that. Yeah, -8 gang. Yeah, I think Adam 100x. You stayed in Jade's endurance stream for 8 hours. You woke up in the morning, you went on the stream, and then you left as the stream was ending. That was crazy. Um, yeah, the nervous beehive. Actually, let me quickly change the screen share so you can see the results. These are the results. These results. So the HIO page does have the public ratings, and these are the public ratings combined with our partners' ratings, kind of. So this is the official rating, but of course, if the public's opinion is also really important. So yeah, please check it out as well. And yeah. No, there were some mistakes. There are some mistakes in this jam, but it was the first, so of course we learned a lot from this, and the next one, at least these we will correct, if not more. So yeah. No, I actually saw all the games from Jade and ACB because sometimes they overlapped, but sometimes they did not overlap. So I tried to go into both streams and see all the games. Because doing other stuff like interviews and stuff, and it was hard for me to play the games. I wanted to play the games, so I think Sosaces found out that I removed in the program. I removed my gameplay stream, but I did that because it was too much for me, so I had to do that. Hey, Shafir, good morning for you. Yeah. The last stream that Jade made, the one with endurance stream, where at some point the partners got featured, and at some point the creator of Hive Time got featured, and in between a lot of games were played. So that was a crazy stream, man. uh, yeah, it is awesome times, and I hope to see this in the next one. I think people will love this kind of content and see people how much endurance can we have in these events. I'm actually a little stressed right now, so I'm gonna take a little break from YouTube because it was super intensive to organize this, but it was totally worth it, and you proved me that Godot community, and not only Godot community, is awesome, and the people that gathered around these events are all awesome. So thank you all for participating in this game jam and for making this possible, because we provided the context, but you provided the games, you provided the viewers that came to our streams, that watched us, that engaged with us. So it was a really pleasure to organize this for you all. So with this said, oh, wait a second. By the way, did you announce that we're also gonna stream? No, I haven't announced that. Yeah, no more one 11-hour stream, Jade. It's too much. Please stop. Please stop. It's not okay for your health. Okay. So with that said, I'm gonna update the page after this stream gets wrapped up. I'm gonna contact the winners and deliver the prizes. Thank you all for participating and for being part of this awesome event. And remember, it doesn't matter if you were ranked first or ranked 100. It matters that you took your time and created something for others to enjoy. Because in the end, game development is to create an experience for other people and to share this thing with our friends and people over the internet as well. So and people, if you create a game and no one plays it, you feel kind of sad. So we will try to make sure that in all the future GoGodotJams, all your games will be played in one way or another live. One from one creator or from many creators in one way or another will make it happen. It needs to happen. People should have their game played at least once on a live stream. So I think, yeah, cool. So let's wrap this up because it's already over 1 hour. Thank you all for joining this stream as well, and I hoped you liked the jam and the stream. And see you right now. We don't have a central place, unfortunately. So follow us on Twitter and check the main page because we'll post stuff. And also we have a newsletter there. So if you're interested in future updates, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. By the way, the newsletter is if you go onto the website. So GoGodotJam.com. Let me quickly show you because this will be important as we move into the next one. So if you want to be among the first that knows any news regarding GoGodotJam, make sure you click this newsletter, sign up, and you put your email address here, and I want to be an insider. So yeah, we won't spam you. We'll just give you relevant information to the jam, and also information, insider information while we prepare the jam, the new version, and things like that, to have like more contributing factor into all of this. So if that sounds interesting, go to GoGodotJam.com, newsletter, sign up, go there, sign up, and you'll be among the first to know when something new happens. So cool. So good luck everyone, and see you in the next jam. or in the next stream, because we will keep continuing the streams. Have a nice evening or good morning in case of Chef, and or what good night, or depending on your time zone. And see you. Bye.